Algeria in crisis. What's going on? It's all gone downhill. We've not even left yet. Well, in fact, actually, Monday evening, the players are already leaving for Botswana. 10-hour flight. Deary me. Hope that's safe. But are we in crisis? Vladimir Petkovic has completed his press conference. And once again, withdrawals left, right and centre. More withdrawals and a cash machine. What are we doing? Everyone's getting injured again. No one wants to go to France's town. No one wants to go to the deep depths of Botswana. We are absolutely mudded before we've even started. What's happened? Well, we know we shared the news earlier of that injury to Ismail Bennacer, who is always injured, particularly when we seem to play in an international break. Bennacer gets a knock. Once again, our midfield is mudded. No Bennacer, no Zarouki and no Bentaneb. Absolutely mudded. And you want to make it worse? We haven't even called up a central midfield player to replace him. We haven't called up a centre mid. This screams of playing five at the back, because particularly with the first new arrival, we do have a new player, the 22-year-old centre-back from Gijon. I spoke about him in the squad prediction preview. Sohaib Nair, he comes in, good addition. He's in the kind of the promotion race from Ligue 2 to Ligue 1, but is he at the level? He can't be any worse than Tugai, let's be honest. But listen, it's a position we desperately need players in. So Sohaib Nair is in the squad. He will be on that plane to France's town. So Bennacer out, Nair in. Okay, Petkovic likes to play the five-back. Is this even more of a sign than ever that he will play the five-back when a central midfield player withdraws and a central defender comes in? But the big revelation was even worse. More withdrawals from the squad for the national team. Heard from the manager there's going to be another 2 players missing from the squad. Anthony Mandrea will be playing no part in this squad. I think there was a selection he missed recently. I don't know where this injury to Mandrea has come from. Was he told he wasn't going to be the #1 goalkeeper? He's lost his spot in recent games of the national team. Mandrea hasn't necessarily been the #1. Akija's played, Guendouzi's played. Mandrea withdraws from the squad, so Mandrea is not going to be making the journey. He's been replaced by the Yusma keeper, Benbot, a local keeper. We know he's not going to play. He was meant to be in the Chan squad with Majid Bulgaria ahead of their Chan qualifiers. So we know now that the keeper is going to be Akija or Guendouzi going into Botswana. Obviously, you've got Benbot. You have to take 3 keepers. Like, if 2 got injured, you never know what could happen. So Mandrea out, Benbot in again. Weakens the squad, and also the withdrawal of Hadj Moussa. And many people, particularly the ones that don't like Mahrez, wanted actually Hadj Moussa to start the game, to get his first start. Hadj Moussa to start on that right wing, on that right hand side over Mahrez. But that's not going to happen now, because Hadj Moussa is also withdrawn. Again, played every week with Feyenoord, right? When it comes to going to Botswana and all these places, they're not up for it. If you're not up for going to these places, I'm not interested. Like, you've got to be ready to dig in. You've got to go there and fight. And I hope they're not bottling, going all the way to the south of Africa and having to fast in the heat. I really hope not. So, Hadj Moussa, Bennacer, Mandrea. Now, Hadj Moussa has not even had a replacement called up. So the right-hand side is going to be 34-year-old Riyad Mahrez or Bennacer, who has stunk up the right wing every time he's played there, and he's still living off that Puskas goal against South Africa. So Mahrez probably going to start both games at right wing and going to have to play a lot of minutes, because his only option is to put Bennacer on that right. I don't want to see Guiri and Mora play on that right hand side. It doesn't work, so I don't know what's going to happen. Mahrez must be absolutely delighted. He was one of the first players to arrive in Algiers ahead of the camp. But listen, to lose Hadj Moussa, to lose Bennacer, to lose Mandrea, it's a huge blow, and it weakens the squad. Look, there's some good news, because you get Sohaib Nair, you get a young defender, he might even play him. If you're going to play that 5-back, right now, I could see this being the team. Akija in goal. Ait-Nouri and Atal as your wing-backs. So you've got Ben Sebaini, you've got Mandy. You'll probably go Moderni. It wouldn't shock me if you went Moderni. Badawi and Guendouzi, that's solid. That is solid as a rock. That should not be getting breached against Botswana. Mahrez right, Guiri left, and Mora down the middle. But we know that's not going to happen. But that is what my 11 would be right now. There will probably be more withdrawals. But I'm telling you, it's happened before. Do you remember when we had like 6... Go back on my channel. We had like 6 players withdraw from the squad just because they had to go to, was it Liberia or whatever it was, Togo? So it doesn't even surprise me in the slightest. Now, Petkovic has stressed that Benrahma is still fit, despite going to the Saudi second tier. We'll see about that. He's obviously going to protect him. He's been a big part of Petkovic's plans, Benrahma, since he's come in. He said he was waiting for the right time to recall Yusuf Belaili, but I think the Algerian national team could well be in a little bit of a crisis again, because this is bad news. You lose your best midfielder, you lose your best up-and-coming right winger, you lose your main goalkeeper, and all of a sudden your squad gets weaker. Botswana see the news and they're thinking, all right, we've got a chance. We can go and do something. So you never know. It's going to be hot, it's going to be humid. We're going to keep up the build-up to the World Cup qualifiers on here. So subscribe if you haven't already and drop a like on the video. Who is the biggest blow? I think Bennacer certainly. But I think Hadj Moussa, with the form he had in the Champions League, this would have been a really good opportunity, particularly home to Mozambique, for him to showcase the future of the team and what he can do. And it begs the question, why did he not include a Ait-Nouri or even an Hadj Moussa? Not really, but do you know what I mean? Someone else, because Mahrez just owns the right wing and people don't even want to bother trying to play there because they know Mahrez is there, he's the captain, he has a big say in the dressing room, and when he didn't play against Mauritania, we lost. So Mahrez is back. Of course, he did miss the Guinea game and he did miss the Uganda game. So maybe people saying we lost to Guinea because I know Mahrez, I'm not sure about that. But with Hadj Moussa out, he's going to be that right-hand side. With Bennacer out, Badawi and Kandusi got a lot of work to do. Zorogan, please. I want to see a World Cup, mate. It's been nearly 12 years. Please, Zorogan. It's all gone. Abdelli's a good player in there. Let's just hope the 25 that go now don't get injured and come back in one piece and come back blessed in the month of Ramadan. So, what do you think of this news about these withdrawals and these replacements? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.